Well, construction is ramping up this summer, converting more one-way streets into two-way. And hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the WHS11 Night Team. I'm Connie Leonard. Louisville officials have said two-way street conversions are safer and more efficient for the city. And the list of streets that have been converted just keeps on growing. Now, there are some of the roads that are set to be converted: Main, Chestnut, Shelby, and Preston. The Night Team's Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Aspen Hester checked out some of the completed streets today, showing the progress and some growing pains.
We've been talking about these two-way conversions for more than a decade.
From one-way to two-way, the city fulfilling its vow to make Louisville streets safer for everyone.
So I think you're just seeing alignment at the state level, at the city level, for these projects to happen. I think maybe in the past there just wasn't that synergy.
Streets for People President Chris Glasser touting the collaboration between the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet and Louisville Metro Public Works, working together to turn multi-lane one-way streets into two-way streets.
You're just getting traffic engineering that's geared more towards safety. So you're getting dedicated turning lanes on Jefferson Street. East
Jefferson Street, West Oak Street, Melwood Avenue, all part of the completed conversions. For some, like patrons of Beergrass Tavern off Melwood Avenue, the conversion will take some getting used to.
Like, there isn't a turn arrow, so when you go to turn left, people are going before or after the light turns red. And we've been waiting for a wreck to happen on the corner.
This conversion now gives a designated turn lane for cars at Melwood and Frankfort. But Lance Ogden is waiting for the traffic signal to reflect that change.
I've noticed some near misses, but people are taking time to get used to it.
One-way streets were designed to move cars as quickly as possible, while two-way conversions slow down the traffic flow, create more direct street routes, and increase foot traffic.
They really are about making the streets for not just moving traffic as sort of efficiently as possible from point A to point B, but really considering sort of all the road users, the restaurants that are on the street, the people who are walking down the street. It's really about the entire holistic street experience.
And with construction ramping up for the summer months,
there are a number of conversions that are planned for this summer. I think most notably Main Street, East Main Street area, also in the New Lou area.
More change from one-way to two-way is coming to Louisville. In Louisville, Alex Dieterer of the WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.
And some upcoming conversions are West Kentucky Street, Main Street, and Muhammad Ali Boulevard. The Logan and Shelby Street conversions have been delayed another year. The long-anticipated first trial in the infamous Crystal Rogers case is set to start tomorrow, with Steve Lawson due to appear in court as jury selection begins Tuesday in Warren County. Steve Lawson is one of 3 men charged in the disappearance and death of Bardstown mother Crystal Rogers. He's charged with conspiracy to commit murder and tampering with physical evidence. Steve Lawson's son, Joseph Lawson, faces the same charges. Their former employer and Rogers' ex-boyfriend, Brooks Houck, is the main suspect and is charged with murder. Earlier this month, Judge Charles Sims ruled no cameras or recording devices will be allowed in the courtroom. Now, several members of the Louisville media, including WHS 11, have filed an emergency motion requesting 1 camera be allowed. Judge Sims has yet to rule on this request. And even if a camera is not allowed inside, our team will be there recapping what happens each day in court right here on WHS 11. Focus reporter Shay McAllister, senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez, and Doug Proffitt will lead that coverage. You can also watch our in-depth breakdowns with WHS legal analyst Nick Mudd each night at 9:30 on WHS 11+. All right, well, it was a beautiful Memorial Day out there, but some rain is headed our way now. Mallory joins us with more on that. Hey, Mallory.
Hey, Connie, that's right. Rain just down to our south and southwest. Expect some light showers to roll in tonight and off and on throughout the day on Tuesday. But as she mentioned, it was a nice Memorial Day for us. We started off with plentiful sunshine this morning. Clouds did increase throughout the course of the day, but temperatures were very comfortable. We started off in the 50s during the morning hours, topped out in the mid-70s by the afternoon, so actually ran a little bit below normal for this time of year. We're in the upper 60s right now in Louisville under cloudy skies. Dew points are still low for now, but expect those to increase, of course, as we get more moisture and more rain in here. Max HG radar showing all that cloud cover I was mentioning, and you can see that rain just down to our our south and southwest. Not sure all of this is reaching the ground just yet, and this is the reason why. Once again, those dew points are in the 40s, maybe some low 50s. We can see the higher dew points down to our south in the 60s. So this is where the bulk of the moisture will be. This will continue to rise as we head into tonight and we get more of that rain rolling in here. Your hour-by-hour futurecast, as you can see through the overnight hours, we'll continue to see mostly cloudy skies. Winds have definitely lessened from today. Widespread showers expected, especially on the Kentucky side of things. So it could be a messy morning commute. That heaviest rainfall really setting up in south central Kentucky and eastern Kentucky. Overnight lows tonight will dip down to the upper 50s and lower 60s. And for your Tuesday, of course, just have that rain gear handy. Temperatures a little bit cooler than today, with highs just topping out in the upper 60s and lower 70s. But we'll take a look at the rest of your work week forecast. That's coming up in just a bit, Connie.
All right, thanks, Mallory. Millions of people are heading home tonight after the busy Memorial Day weekend. TSA screening more than 3 million people on Friday, making it the third busiest day of all time. This is severe weather across the country causes delays at airports. Here's ABC's Melissa Adon.
This Memorial Day weekend breaking records for travel. Friday marking the busiest travel day so far in 2025 for TSA. The TSA expected to screen 18 million people over this holiday period. And travelers are facing thousands of delays across America's airports. With severe weather and flood threats for parts of the South. In East Texas, heavy rain causing roads to flood. In Denver, thunderstorms leading to more than 1,000 flight delays and over a dozen cancellations overnight. In the Northeast, New Jersey's Newark Liberty Airport trying to keep up with the demand as it already faces staffing and equipment concerns.
Since all the problems that has been going on or whatever, I made sure that I was even more earlier.
Late last night, a Southwest flight possibly struck by lightning moments before landing.
It's just like a big boom, and when we were looking outside of the window, it was just this big flash.
Megan Quinlan was on the plane from Tampa with her fiance as the cabin filled with the metallic smell.
We could feel the electricity coming on the floor of the cabin into our feet.
In Boston Saturday, a United flight making an emergency landing after a bird strike.
Nature of the emergency was a bird strike left wing.
And on the roads, AAA projecting that over 39 million Americans will travel by road, 1 million more than last year. The best time to hit the roads to avoid congestion is later tonight or tomorrow morning, and gas prices are at their lowest since 2021 at $3.18 a gallon. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Today, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, a nonprofit organization that works on behalf of veterans overseas, hosted a Memorial Day service at Cave Hill Cemetery honoring fallen service members. Multiple state leaders were in attendance at the ceremony, among them Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell and Kentucky Congressman Morgan McGarvey. During his remarks, Congressman McGarvey spoke on his visit to Omaha Beach to honor World War II vets who participated in the D-Day landing.
And when those men left Omaha Beach and defeated evil, we came back and did something no conquering army has ever done. The only thing we asked for, the only thing we requested, was a place to bury our dead. That speaks to the greatness of every person who has ever put on a uniform.
McGarvey serves on the House Veterans Affairs Committee and is the top Democrat on the Subcommittee on Disability Assistance and Memorial Affairs. And Senator Mitch McConnell spoke on the strategy the U.S. is taking with our current adversaries.
And I have one word of caution about the way forward. We're in a very dangerous period. Our adversaries, Chinese, the Russians, North Koreans, Iranians, and Iran's proxies, are all coordinating. The best way to avoid war is to be strong, so that your adversaries don't want to mess with you.
Following the speeches, there were prayers, the ceremonial gun salute, and a decorated wreath laid in honor of those who died while serving our country. And some men and women, of course, didn't get the welcome home they deserved when first serving the U.S. That's why the Honor Flight is such a special moment for our veterans. Our 30-minute special on Honor Flight Mission Recognition airs tonight on WHAS11 Plus. Download the free app on your TV to stream it. The mayor's hike, bike, and paddle returned to the waterfront this morning. Starting at 8, participants were able to get active by doing activities like yoga, aerobics, Zumba, and other fitness classes. At 10, the hike, bike, and paddle kicked off, taking people throughout different parts of Kentuckiana. We spoke to a sponsor about why it's so crucial that bike riders wear their helmets.
We found that with bicycle helmets, if we can get people when they're young, they'll continue to wear them up into adulthood. But we also want to stress the point that if you are a cycler and an adult, you're not wearing a helmet, it's critical to wear a helmet to protect you in the event of, it's something we can prevent if you just wear a helmet.
And people there were also able to pick up free bike helmets. The first 2,000 people on site were also able to get a free t-shirt.